Welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Today, let's see, we're here. We got a 2002 Kia Optima. Customer's complaint is that it stalls out once it starts up or when you put it in gear. So first thing we're going to do, let's verify the complaint. Let's get this vehicle started. Okay, complaint has been verified, runs really bad. Check engine light is on also. What I want to do first, I want to take off this top engine cover and let's see if we see anything up under here. We got four 10mm bolts. So why don't you go ahead and take those bolts off and we'll be right back. Okay, we got the engine cover off. Very first thing that I noticed was, look at this right here. We got a vacuum line off. This vacuum line is going to, wow, it's broken in a couple places. The fuel pressure regulator. So what we want to do is just try to pull that line out of there. And it's still connected. We're going to get a little pair of needle nose and get that. And let's replace that line and start this vehicle up and see. That can definitely cause an idle problem or shorting off anything. So we got to get that fixed first. So let's get a new line up there and then start this vehicle up again. Okay, let's get over here and take off the rest of this line. Now on the fuel pressure regulator, this line is really dry rotted up here, so let's take in some. There we go. Okay, we got it off. This line is 5/32. So let's get let's get this new line up here. Okay, connect it back. Okay, now we got a new vacuum line up there. Let's see how this vehicle starts up now. Let's see if it starts up, idles by itself, and I'm gonna put it in gear, and let's see if it still stays idle by itself. Wow, this thing got some problems. The idle is staying by itself. We got some noise, maybe inside the timing cover. Got a slight misfire, exhaust leak. Wow. But we was hired because the car wouldn't stay idle. Definitely got to write this down. Yeah, check engine light's probably on for a catalytic converter. So you know what? Let's go get the Actron and hook it up and see what this check engine light is on for. We'll be right back with the Actron hooked up. Okay, got the Actron hooked up. Our vehicle don't have that many miles, 165. All right, let's go into global on this. Okay, we're gonna go down to diagnostic codes. Read the codes. Make sure the key is in the on position with the lights and everything is on the dashboard. Okay, we got one code, mass airflow, low input, which means this car does have a mass airflow problem. I'm gonna go out there, check the connector on it, make sure everything is good. But that line on the fuel pressure regulator, if it's off, it will cause that code to come up. So what we're gonna do is, let's go out here. Now your mass airflow sensor is right here. Now what you want to do on this is you want to make sure this tube, they always go bad. So you want to make sure there's no vacuum lines, no cracks in this tube or anything. Make sure the connector is connected. And see now right there, it's a broken tube. Now that's really not going to affect what's going on because that's before it gets to the mass airflow. But what we want to do here, we want to pop this air filter loose. And we want to see if any crack is inside here. And it looks pretty good, except right there, I'm looking at let's get a little light in there and see. Okay, so we can see better. The tube does look intact. Definitely want to make sure, look all underneath. Make sure all the connectors are good. Now see, what we have right here is that I'm noticing is that somebody put a vacuum line on this. Right here. Look at this. Look how loose that is. Now see, that can cause an issue also. And out there too, see, now that can cause an issue. So what we want to do here, we're going to replace this and put us another hose in there. Vacuum hose for a tighter fit. I definitely don't like that. Now, because that is after it. And that can cause a serious condition with this. And while we're at it, you know, the air filter looks pretty good on this side. Oh yeah. Alright. So let's get us a new piece of hose and put it up there also. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put on the receipt the code, the meaning, clear the check engine light out, and see if that code comes back. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. As you notice, you know, we had a broken vacuum line going to the fuel pressure regulator to the intake. We replaced that. Now the hose they had up here going to the valve cover to the air tube was 3/8. We replaced that with a 5/16 airline, much tighter. That's not going to leak. We want to make sure this is tight. That's tight. Okay, and we cleared out the check engine light. Now what we want to do is start this vehicle up, see if that check engine light comes back on. See how this vehicle runs. Start it right up. Idling's very good. Let's put it in gear. Oh yeah, that's still running bad. That mess. And I noticed that check engine light just flashed. So it's going to need a mass airflow here. Yeah, looks like it might need more than that. This thing is let's see. Let's go down to pending codes. Okay, that check engine light came on, but it went back out. Okay, no, it didn't come back yet. So this thing's got a really slow response. Oh, it has no power whatsoever. Okay, listen now, we might be looking at something else here now. This thing has no power. So you know what, let's you know, because I noticed I had a little exhaust leak. What we're going to do is we're going to, this O2 sensor over here, hopefully we can get to it. We're going to take this O2 sensor out and see if the power picks back up. See if this thing has a claw cat. Alright, so we'll be right back. Let's get that disconnected. Okay, what we did, you can see right here, we took out the O2 sensor before the cat, because what you want to do is, in case the cat is clogged, you want to take it out before the cat so the engine can breathe. We're going to step on the gas to start this up. We're going to see what kind of power we got here. Still no power. All right, so we know the cat's pretty free. No second guessing. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to put that O2 sensor back in. We're going to go to the next step. We'll be right back. Okay. Put the O2 sensor back in. And what I did was unplug the mass airflow, clean the terminals a little bit, put it back together, started the vehicle up. Much more better response, but I'm not going to take no chances. See that? We got a great response and everything, but so what I'm gonna do is shut it off and close those terminals in to make sure they're a little bit tighter, and let the customer know, you know, if the problem come back, we're gonna have to change that mass airflow sensor. So let me set this camera back up for you. And matter of fact, I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do here, because you want to definitely make sure you do this on your car. Okay, you shut that key off. I'm gonna unplug this mass airflow, and we got the terminals inside there, and we got the terminals down inside inside the mass airflow itself. Let's get a little light over here so we can see this. Yeah, they look alright. And you know, as I said, I clean these terminals up. It's weird, I see some terminals look brown or copper. The other ones look, you know, metal. As you can see. So I'm not sure if this is causing a problem or anything, but we're gonna get in there and clean those up and see what's going on, because it might be the connector itself. We're gonna tighten those terminals up. And you can see if you're starting from the left, number 3 and number 5. So you want to check those. So let's get those up and get those cleaned up with a little wire brush or something, and then we're gonna come right back and look at them again. Okay, what I did, got a little pick set here, nice little pick set, and you know, I'm not really sure because out of 5 terminals, 2 of them look kind of brown. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be that way or not. You know, let me show you what's going on here. You know, again, if any of you guys got one of these cars, please post a comment and let me know what you see. You can see, you know, 2 of them are like copper and the other 3 are silver. We got a low input on this sensor. The only thing I know, when I cleaned it up, scraped it up a little bit, the vehicle seems to run a lot better. So if all those terminals are supposed to be silver, we got a problem with the connector and not the mass airflow sensor. So let's see what we got here. We can start this vehicle up. You know, it's acting kind of weird. You know what? We're not even gonna take no chances. We're gonna get a connector, and we're gonna get a mass airflow sensor. Out of nowhere, this thing starts acting good. Okay, let's go back and let's see if we got any pending codes coming. Oh, we got an evap purge. Is that the only code we're gonna have? So far, yes. Let's let this run for a minute and let's see if any more codes come in. We'll be right back. Okay, after cleaning up the plug and all, car seems to be running fine, but I'm not too positive. I'm not liking it too much. I would really rather change the mass airflow sensor, but I don't want to change no parts unnecessarily. But the car did come out great. Response is right there. Let me check it out. You know, at the beginning of the video, started up, this thing was hard to start up and hard to even stay running. Got a nice smooth idle, changing those vacuum lines. Response is pretty good. I'm still not sure about the mass airflow. Other than that, it's pretty good. It's another job by Astro Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. Take care.